first run now for Kyron Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nfgl. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
It's a gain of 7.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford now to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches, but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown. Ken Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Rams, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing is Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Stafford. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Ready.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua There to make the grab. And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 6. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No! Cowboy 80! Go check!
Running left is Walker. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on.
They run again with Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7.
Rams 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing and then throw in the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It's now third down.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Going to be taken in here by McCool.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
Ethan Evans in punt formation for the Rams.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Cougar 19.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's intercepted.
And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless for the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Stafford. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
180.
Throwing again is Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
To throw is Stafford.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now second and 3.
Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nacua
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Rams get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go, here we go.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Buffalo 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's across midfield.
And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Ready? Bronco switch. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Trying the left side with Walker.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. He'll drop to throw.
Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come on, come on. Set. Dragon 60.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
33-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watch the throw on the screen. Ready.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down and 8.
Warriors 17. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolf.
On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Stafford.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready. Liking 18. Ready.
A give for Walker running right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
2nd and 11.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Unlock wide. Unpack. Practice. Ready.
Here's Walker.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down by
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Seahawks take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
That's The score is Seahawks.
Extra point up and through by Myers.
14.
And the lead is now 24.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass complete there to McCool.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Stafford looks to throw again. There's that man again. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Stafford.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Now Stafford.
They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Again, it's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Blake Corum, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, 5-0!
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Rams 22. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off here to Walker.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Let's go. No. Let's go.
Running right, Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's another Rams.
From the 50, Stafford. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Stafford is going to change things up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Davante Adams from 10 yards out.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
2-point conversion.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score Seahawks 38, Rams 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about... And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Set. Waiting.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Slant to Adams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Seahawks.
Stafford now to throw. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a second and 10.
Right, 22.
Now it's Stafford.
They'll drop this down to Williams.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Throwing again is Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams.
Colby Parkinson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the upper rights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Sticking with Walker on second down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw you here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Down inside the 10.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Rams 35. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Stafford now to throw.
Pass complete. It's Adams.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Monday.
Now Stafford.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. Here comes second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stafford.
On the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And the catches for him, they just keep piling up. Charles, that's now 1,031 catches for his career. Ties him with Steve Smith.
Yeah, and he plays the game the same way Steve did, with pride, with determination, some would say with anger. And that edge has given him the ability to catch 1,031 passes.
Stafford looks to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ready.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.